The solar system city. How Dubai Creek Harbour organizes itself in space. From the perspective of the Archi Lens, most people look at the map and see land and water. They also see buildings and streets. But cities that endure time are not only drawn, they are fully composed. And Dubai Creek Harbour follows the same structural logic. It's part of living organism and part of miniature solar system. Every piece has a role inside the whole, and every connection creates its own gravity. So let's read the map the way the architects read cities. First, at the center of Dubai Creek Harbour sits a perfect circle. Functionally, this circle works as the urban heart. It pumps activity outward into every district. And symbolically, this circle works as the urban sun. It becomes the gravitational anchor for the entire system. And great cities are always built around strong cores. Paris, for example, built around Ildola cities. And London formed around the Bend of Thames. And Dubai now forms around Dubai Creek Harbour's civic center. This nucleus gathered identity and movement together. It also gathers memory and daily life. Cities with weak centers scatter over time. However, cities with strong cores multiply value. When we pull outward, the island reveals its role. It becomes a center of experience and waterfront life. At the scale of the master plan, it behaves like a moon. It stays separated, but it's always connected with the core. It reflects the energy generated at the center, and it amplifies that energy and sends it back to the system. It links by bridges like gravitational thread. The core generates the identity, and the island expands that identity outward. From the nucleus, the districts radiate outwards. They extend like rays from a sun. But here, each ray plays a different role. Some districts hold hospitality and hotels. Other districts hold schools and low-density living. And some districts hold marinas and retail life. While other districts form the creek beach, the family spine. And some districts will hold business hubs and institutions, while other districts touch the sanctuary edge. Nothing repeats itself mechanically. Density and rhythm shift with each sector. Dubai Creek Harbour is not a copy-paste urbanism, but it's a city composed like a music. Variation is created across a single theme. And here's the plan, listen carefully to water. And the shoreline bends the street naturally. And here the shoreline curves the districts gently. And also shorelines positions bridges deliberately. Here in Dubai Creek Harbour, the shoreline calibrates building heights. And the shoreline lowers density where the nature needs space. In Dubai Creek Harbour, water is not decoration in this plan. Matter of fact, the water becomes the shaper of the city. Therefore, Dubai Creek Harbour is urbanism negotiated with nature. And it's not urbanism imposed upon nature. Now, let's count the bridge landings carefully. Bridges are not simple conveniences, but they are deliberate urban statements. They declare that the island belongs to the mainland. And they pull Ras Al Khor into the new orbit. The bridges stitches all Dubai with the new Dubai together. In cities, bridges are not only crossings. However, they are long-term commitments. They say this district belongs to the city body. And they say this district is not beside the city. Now let's follow the thin line along the water edge. When we follow the line along the waterfront edge, we will discover the main public artery. This continuous promenade connects the whole system. It allows children to bike to school. It allows families to walk between districts. And it allows neighbors to meet without planning. It allows routines and rituals to live outside. Yes, building creates postcards for photographies, but the promenade creates community. And this becomes the pulse circulating life across the map. Now let's zoom out to the master plan and read the full balance. To the east, there is urban intensity. There are towers and commercial life. While to the west, there is a protected nature. There are mangroves, birds, and silence. Dubai Creek Harbour does not choose one side. Instead, it carefully balances both conditions. It balances cranes and flamingos. And it balances skyline and wetlands. It balances public life and quiet refuge. It becomes a city that breathes to atmosphere. It breathes oxygen and imagination together. And now the metaphor becomes fully clear. In the solar system, the sun sits at the core, and the moon reflects its energy. And the districts from the orbital rings, and the bridges act as the gravity lines. And water becomes the cosmetic space, shaping the form. That's why Dubai Creek Harbour become a planetary system. And Dubai Creek Harbour is not only a neighborhood, but it's a city designed with gravity and hierarchy. And it's a city designed with connection and circulation. And it's designed with intention and purpose. Most places pile buildings into land. However, Dubai Creek Harbour arrange life around the center. Architecture is what the eyes can see, but urban intelligence is what the body can feel. And Dubai Creek Harbour expresses pure intelligence. Welcome to the Archi Lens, where we do not only watch the skyline, but we read the code beneath it.